to wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ Show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast, so don't get her pissed. It's Jason, called so you spaz, and they love to talk about Bigfoot and stacks. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ Show.
Hey, what's going on? Welcome to the KVJ Show. Happy Thursday. Yeah. Looking pretty spiffy over there in your Turnpike t-shirt, Bird.
Thank you very much. I feel
Nice.
spiffy.
You're a Turnpike toll taker, and they are eliminating that gig.
Yeah.
So you're kind of a relic.
Do you have people just walking up to you in public and handing you money?
I'm not going to lie. It's the first time I think I've sported this out in public.
Okay.
It's kind of the
Gotta see what happens.
breaking her in, yeah.
Okay.
What do you think? Go ahead, touch this. Feel the material.
Well,
Okay,
it
go
makes me miss you.
That's enough.
Because I don't have one of those sun passes. I know, I'm behind the times. Everybody's got one but me.
Okay.
I always used to just pull up and give them $1. But now, at the Jupiter Turnpike, you can't do that anymore. They've eliminated the position. There is no guy in a goofy shirt taking your $1.
Now
You have to get the sun pass.
That's not with all tolls, because we talked about this before, and some other people said, no, we're still working, but not every place. You're right, they're phasing them
They're
out.
phasing them
Yeah.
out. And I know, by me, Indian Town Road, poof, gone.
Well, maybe you can find other places to collect tolls. You know?
They're out there.
Yeah, there's other places maybe you could go. Well, if you want to see everybody's attire, everybody all swagged out today, we're on KVJ TV. Just go to YouTube and look for the KVJ Show.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away, because you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
Well, did you see the crazy pictures of Flava Flav's car? He was traveling and a boulder fell from a mountain on the side of the road. The boulder comes down the mountain and whops his car. Thank goodness didn't hit like where he was. It hit like more towards the front of the car. But can you imagine?
No, boy, I can't.
Wow. Okay. That's what he had to say.
I was driving through the canyon, and as I'm driving, all I see is this big giant object coming across my windshield, man. Yeah, I had a guy driving in the back of me, and he seen the boulder come down in front of my car, man.
Okay.
Dang.
Wow. Scary stuff.
Too bad he still didn't have his reality show. That'd be very exciting.
He does need a reality show. If he gives us the same kind of energy he gave us the last round, sign him up.
Well, just recently, talking about reality people, he was spotted at Kim Kardashian's house wearing Skims pajamas with her and Kris Jenner and I think somebody else. It was like, what?
His reality show created one of the greatest moments, you could argue, when the girl
Pooped on the floor.
She pooped on the first episode, Kev.
She pooped on the floor.
I imagine
Kevin.
she still hears about that to this day.
Before they even met. You know, when they're all just drinking and getting to know each other as contestants, that's when she did it.
She was nervous.
I mean, dog, we got to control this.
But forever in your life, that will be the number one thing you're known for.
Yeah.
When she dies, people be like, remember that time she finally got on TV and pooped on the floor?
I feel like, if I remember, she kind of owned it, but you have to, I think.
She did own it. Yes, she did. In other news, it looks like Bruce Springsteen just sold his Masters collection, his publishing catalog. He sold it to Sony Music for $500 million.
Wow.
And that's what's going on in your dirt.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
What you got in your mind today, Jay Bird?
So I want to do a little experiment because I'm starting to really get bummed out about my sense of smell and taste. Mm-hmm. Every morning, Virginia's been drinking coffee, this work coffee we have here.
Okay.
And it smells just horrid to me.
Okay.
Really?
It smells like rotting meat stew. It smells like a beef stew of sorts.
Well, I can promise you, if it tastes like rotting beef, I would not drink it.
Well, I'm going to call the kid, the prodigy, Suits in here. Suits, if you don't mind coming here. I want him to, if you don't mind him smelling your coffee. He won't get too deep in there. He just wants to.
I don't mind him smelling it. Just, no, I put a little nip in it.
Oh, that's right. She put some,
Yeah.
she put some
Look,
Kahlua.
all this
my
week,
gosh.
I have been getting through
Yeah.
it by putting a little Kahlua in my coffee.
That
and
might throw off your experiment.
today, Mama had a heavy pour.
Uh-oh.
She
So how does Kahlua smell to you, Suits?
does the coffee? Do you smell anything rotting or
Does it
kind of
smell like
gnarly?
meat at all, Suits? You got a good nose.
It smells like coffee to me.
Okay, yeah.
It might be from like your COVID there.
Yeah.
I think it is, man. I got that long COVID.
Yeah, you do.
There's a lot of weird smells in here, though. This room doesn't smell right. I don't know what it is.
But
We've got a bit coming up later with something
no.
that I had to cook. So I cooked something in here this
But
morning.
the smell that I'm smelling, I smell that in the kitchen. It's when someone's messing around with the coffee. And for whatever reason, the coffee they make here, it doesn't jive with my nose. And it smells as if it's rotting.
There are so many people that had that same thing as you, Jay Bird. COVID rewired your nasal sensations.
And my taste.
My girlfriend has it too. She was at a barbecue and she was about to throw up because she said it smelled like rancid, like death. She said it smelled like decaying flesh.
Yeah, anything mint is so jacked up tasting. Or smelling, it smells like honey mustard chips.
I am so happy I didn't get that.
It's crazy. Is this how it's? Am I always going to be this way now? Did I lose my sense of taste forever?
Kim is going on it too, right?
Yeah.
Your wife?
Oh, yeah. She's a year and a half. She hasn't been able to smell.
I think this is this is how I am, I think.
I find that out for some people, unfortunately. It just might be their new reality. It's a low percentage, but there are some people that are still either smelling funky stuff like you or like my wife. Don't have any sense of smell at all.
Low
Is it-
percentage Pennington.
Is it better to smell meat coffee or have no sense of smell at all?
I would rather have a sense of smell because because some things do taste okay or smell all right. It's just odd, certain things, and then the weird, certain random smells I'll get out of the blue. You'll just be chilling on your couch, and boom, I smell waffles with Vermont syrup. It's specific. It's odd, man.
Yeah. It is weird.
That's all I got. My taste
Weird
bud and nose
times.
struggles.
Yeah. What you got on your mind today, Virginia?
I am going today to pick up some bikes. If anybody, I need some bikes for Little Smiles. I went to Walmart. They are clean picked out.
Okay.
Target had some bikes still. If anybody knows of a place that's got a bunch of bikes, let us know. I have to get some for Little Smiles. That is probably one of the top requests that we have gotten this year is bikes for kids.
Okay.
So if anybody knows where I can score a bike real quick, not online, I want to get it in my hands because I got to deliver it this weekend.
Does Little Smiles work with Jack the Bike Man? Do you know?
I haven't, but
Okay.
I'm certainly not above it.
Yeah, he does a wonderful charity, and around this time of year, he takes bikes and he'll refurbish them. People just old junked out bikes, and he'll tweak them back out, and then he'll give them to kids that can't afford a bike.
That is beautiful, and I would be happy to underwrite Jack's projects.
Yeah.
And pay him for bikes for kids.
I could see a good partnership there working with the two.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So he's been around
Jake
doing it for a
the
long
bike man.
Jack.
Jack the bike man.
Yeah, I don't know who Jake.
Jake is the other bike, the competition.
Oh, he is.
Crosstown rival. Let me
Jake
tell
and
you.
Jack, huh? Battling it out.
Oh, yeah.
Jack the bike man. I will Google him.
They have
Okay.
a bike off every weekend.
Thank you, Kevin.
You're
Look at
welcome.
you with your bike knowledge.
So helpful, aren't I? So helpful. Thought this was rather interesting. Apple is now providing a way for you to transfer your iPhone data after you die. It is called Legacy Contact, and you can set one up by going into the Settings app on your iPhone, choosing your profile from the top and going to Password and Security, and then you'll see Legacy Contact. You add in that contact information and then, of course, let them know. And if anything ever happens to you, they'll be able to salvage your information, which is good because, unfortunately, we aren't guaranteed tomorrow. You never know. And I think for a lot of people, they were just kind of caught off guard. It was kind of interesting. I'm hearing some of the stories, of people who caught COVID. We just passed the 800,000 threshold in the U.S. of deaths from it. And I'd heard one story. Somebody's talking about a security guard that had gotten it, and they were walking by their car, and every single day he had his uniform and everything folded in the back of his car, ready to go to work the next day. And he got sick and got sidetracked, and it's just all there. And I know with my mom, she got the COVID and she didn't make it through. And when I went to Dad's house, like her whole little area was set up where she had been sitting. Dad hadn't touched touched it or changed it, and it just goes to show you, she was just sitting there chilling, not thinking that, okay, this is the last time I'm ever going to leave my house kind of thing. So, because it was just all sitting there. So those kind of things come up. So maybe set up your legacy contact. Find that one person you trust to say, hey, I have some photos I shouldn't have here. There's a couple videos that probably shouldn't get out here. Can you delete those? And then the rest of it, hand off. And somebody disperses all the information. Because I knew about my mom. She had stuff, some like family history and things like that. There's just always a lot of times information that somebody who you leave behind is going to need. So, do you want to find that? Go look for legacy contact. I thought it was a good little thing for people to know. Okay, would you trust this sleepover, Virginia, if this was Magnolia? This email says, my daughter wants to have a sleepover at her friend's house, but her friend has a twin brother. They're 13, and I'm worried about her sleeping somewhere else unattended with a young boy in the house. And I think she might have a little crush on this boy as well.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Well, 13 is certainly dangerous, and I would not have let Magnolia sleep over there because of a personal situation from when I was 13. I had a little girlfriend. Her name was Ellie, and Ellie was my age, and I was 13, but Ellie had an older brother who was 15. And we all went to Ellie's house for a sleepover, and he ended up being in the sleepover, and he was like encouraging girls to like sit on his lap and stuff. And like, yeah. It was, when I look back on it, it was a bad situation for everybody. And he was, I'm not saying anything. He was being a 15-year-old boy, and his sister's friends were, 13. But it's teenagers being teenagers.
Sure.
And if you put your kid in that situation, bad things could happen.
Right.
Knowing what I know, I would not let her sleep over with a boy like that.
How far do you go into knowing the kid's parents before granting a sleepover? Because we're faced with that. My son will come up, say, hey, I want to stay at so-and-so's house. We're not in a situation where we really hang with any of his friends' parents. And so we don't really know. And, I don't want to deprive the kid of any sleepovers ever. He's 13. He's in his teenage years. But what do you do? What should be the criteria for a parent before granting a sleepover?
So in my neighborhood, a couple of the parents I know made fun of me because I wouldn't let Magnolia sleep over at their house because they had little girls that Magnolia was friends with, but they also had brothers that were in the house. And I just dropped the hammer on it. I'm like, no, you can't do sleepovers when there's brothers there. You can only sleep in a house with girls only for overnights when you're 13. I'm sorry. When you're 16, it's different. Now she's 16. Now she'll do sleepovers at these girls' houses. And now we've had the talks, and we've talked a lot about, what's appropriate, what's not appropriate.
Okay.
What about your body should be respected. And we've had all these conversations, but when she was 13, she was a little bit more impressionable, shall we say.
Okay.
Vulnerable, young, innocent.
And I think maybe your criteria would change year to year as they're teenagers.
Totally.
Because there are, new things they can do, and there's new challenges you need to be aware of. At 16, all of a sudden, they got their licenses. So if they want to sneak out of the house, it's not running around the neighborhood. It is, they run around the country.
Totally.
So, I just kind of wonder that. I wonder where we're set, and is there a couple of good rules that parents can use when you've got teenagers wanting to do a sleepover?
Man, I was never allowed to do a sleepover. My mom would never allow it. I think the first one I did, I was 14. It was for a kid I played baseball with because we had a game the next day. My mom wouldn't let me do it. I could have kids come over.
Yeah, that's what I said.
But that was it, man, because my mom didn't trust anything.
I always would tell Magnolia, let your friends come over. I'll host it. I'll get y'all pizza, popcorn, movies. We'll set up the air mattress. But I tried to make it as fun as possible because that way you can keep an eye on things.
My mom wasn't worried about me hooking up or anything. She was worried about kidnappers or someone being, I don't know, just something going. She just didn't, she wasn't in control if she wasn't there, and that's what she didn't like.
Look, your mom's right.
Well, I don't know if she, because my mom was not right on every situation, believe me.
Sure.
I think hosting is way better than letting your kid go.
I think a lot more parents are comfortable with that because they trust themselves.
Right.
You throw your kid out there, it's to the unknown. And each age presents new concerns. Oddly enough, I'm more concerned with the sleepovers now than when he was 8 years old, because I would be pretty confident that they would fall asleep sooner. They would just play video games or jump in a pool or something like that. Now that he's 13...
It's the early puberty years that are the most scary because they don't have the tools or the brain capability to navigate some situations that might find their way in front of them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Panchita in the chat room said, yeah, my daughter went on sleepover at the age of 16 and they snuck out of the house and a drunk driver hit them. Nothing more frightening than getting a call from the police at 1 a.m.
Oh, my
Were they okay,
gosh.
Panchita?
Yeah.
Were they okay?
She's in the chat room. She'll let us know in about 3 minutes.
What's the update?
Just wait.
Good Lord, I can't wait, Panchita.
And Carmen Sita, she said, we couldn't do sleepovers either because Spanish parents didn't allow that, and that's something we didn't do.
Yeah, Hispanic parents are way more strict. They, a lot of times you'll hear about, girls can't even leave the house. That's it.
Yeah.
You go to school, you come home.
My wife went through that. Her dad's 100% Mexican. She would always talk about her grandmother, and her grandmother would just always... She didn't like any of her friends. She would find, oh no, mija, she's so bad.
She's evil.
She's bad girl. Yeah, and all of her friends were the most twisted, evil people. And she's like, no, they're really nice. But yeah, grandma just didn't trust anybody. And meanwhile, grandma was the one that shouldn't be trusted.
Cars.
Yeah, grandma's hot wiring and jacking cars. All kinds of crimes she's committing.
She knew what kind of world we were living in.
Grandma was a straight up gangster.
Isn't it amazing? Yes.
That's why she's...
How the world's most twisted don't trust anyone else. They think they're all like them.
Because they know the world's twisted.
Yes. I guess that's what it is. So, yeah, interesting stuff. I do see where you're saying the concerns of at 13 having a girl stay where there is a brother there of the same age, especially if she's crushing on him. You just don't know what could happen. And I know from a parent, look, I fall asleep hard. And at about midnight, I'm out cold. And if somebody's got other things and they have energy and things like that, yeah, they'll pull a fast one on old dad.
Totally.
Yeah. So.
And especially if she has a crush on him, he can use that to manipulate the situation big time.
Mm-hmm.
And so can she.
So both of them could. But the thing about it is, when they're that young, they don't have the capabilities to navigate it yet.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And you got to really help them.
Yep. So there you go. So we would say a no on that. And yeah, if you've got any kind of rules or things that you use with your kids with sleepovers, is it a check sheet of how you got to cross off all these things before I say yes? What are some good rules that you have? You can let us know, 877-979-WRMF. Panchita in the chat room saying yes. Thankfully, the kids survived, but the experience was emotional.
Oh, my gosh.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Carmen Sita said yes, with my parents, todos son locos. Everybody's crazy. So,
She's
yeah,
right.
She's right. That is something that you'll hear in Spanish households. And Lily said, yeah, Caribbean parents are really like that too. Very strict.
Really?
Yeah. So there's a lot of kids in South Florida deprived of sleepovers because of their parents and their culture.
My experience, Italian parents are pretty strict too.
Yeah, right. Well, I guess just a lot of parents are strict. Yeah, don't trust anybody. Todos son locos. Yeah, a lot of people saying they don't like this idea. 13-year-old sleepovers. There's a brother that's about the same age. They're crushing on it. A lot of people not feeling that. Yeah, in fact, one text that came in said, yeah, when I was 13, I had a best friend. She was the youngest of 7. House always had brothers and sisters coming and going. And one night, one of the brother's friends in his 20s made a advance on me when I was sleeping on the couch. So now with my kids, it is a definite no.
Well, you don't know if you got a house where you don't know who's coming in and who's going out and all that.
Yeah, that's it. And that's tough. Like I said, when I don't know any of my teenagers' parents.
And
really. There's one kid, that's it.
You don't know if they have like an uncle who's visiting.
Right. Yeah, you don't know.
You never
Right.
know if
Even
somebody's...
if you think you know them.
You don't know if their uncle's going to drop by.
Right.
You have no idea.
Yeah.
Never trust an uncle.
The thing
You can't say that.
I can say whatever I want.
Although there are a lot of creepy uncles out there.
Never trust a drunkle, especially.
The one thing I do like, though, is with the screens that the kids have, I do like my son is always on screens with his friends. They're either playing video games or he's got his laptop open and he's talking with them. So it's almost like they're hanging out, but they have that barrier. I do kind of like the virtual world in that way. It's kind of a terrible thing. And
He's in a bubble.
He is in a bubble, and then, he goes out and does all of his little recreational sports. So if he needs interaction, we're sitting there and watching. So it is a very, he does have kind of a deprived life, but I just don't feel like doing it any other way.
If one of his friends' parents really wanted to be your friend, a dad, hey, Cavi, let's go out, watch a game. Are you bummed out about that, or do you kind of want to explore that friendship?
No, I'm okay with that. It's just the opportunity doesn't often present itself. Schedules is not very free. They got their own stuff going on. We got our own mix going on.
He sends you a text, you don't answer back, and then 3 minutes later, 3 question marks. Kevin?
Yeah, I don't need that.
No.
Yeah. No, ain't gonna happen. No, really the only time we have to ever see parents is they have a barbecue or something like that. That's very rare. They don't do that much anymore.
I always find that the most uncomfortable things are the birthday parties.
Yeah, they are, yeah.
I hate going to kid birthday parties.
They're tough. And,
and Rocco loves it.
Yeah, they do.
Kids love them. He gets invitations at school because they give it out to the whole class. The last one I went to, I was the oldest mom. These were all like moms in their early 20s.
Okay.
It was at a skate park. So the dads
you're
were
old
like,
mom.
the dads were all skaters. The moms were all hip and tattooed. And I'm just like, old ass mom. It was awful.
Oh,
Right.
And they were looking at me like, why are you here? Are you the grandparent?
Oh, man.
The last kid party I went to, there was this douche of a dad. He had the Bluetooth, and he'd be talking to everybody, then walk away to do a business deal. And he constantly had to tell me why he doesn't listen to terrestrial radio and the KVJ show. I'm an XM guy, blah, blah, blah. I don't listen to your show. I get it. You don't listen to it.
That's why it's tough, but it really is the right thing to do if you want to find out who your kid's hanging out with and what their parents are like. But yeah, you got to go through that agony of that birthday party trying to connect with somebody, just find out what they're all about.
Oh, the only people at those birthday parties I can talk to and relate to are the other grandparents that are there with their kid.
Yeah.
It's so sad.
Well, Virginia. Virginia. What's hurting on your body?
The small talk with people you don't know that you can tell also don't want to be doing small talk with you.
It's crushing.
You can really.
It's soul crushing.
It's
it really
soul
is.
crushing.
It's soul crushing. Yeah,
It's like, why?
Why? Boy, it's real hot out here, isn't it? Yeah, the weather.
I'd rather take a math test.
Brutal. Well, they've got a list of the most anticipated movies and TV shows of 2022. What are you getting excited about? There's some big movies on the horizon. A movie called The Batman. Are they rebooting Batman again?
I think they are, man.
Okay.
Really?
Is this the one that I think this has the vampire kid in it, right? Remember him from Twilight? He's the new Batman, right?
Yeah, Patterson.
Yeah, Robert Pattinson, right?
I'm real good.
Together, I think you might have got it.
Yeah. I knew Bird would give me an assist somehow.
Ricky Robinson. What's his name?
So that movie's going to be coming out. That's the most anticipated movie of 2022, The Batman. Scream is up there. There's a new Thor movie, Love and Thunder. Top Gun Maverick. It's been postponed all through the pandemic. It's hopefully finally going to come out next year.
I was excited.
Now you're...
It's like they filmed it 3 years ago.
Right. Jurassic World has got a new one called Dominion coming out. Doctor Strange, Marvel stuff in the Multiverse of Madness. Mission Impossible 7. So it's going to be the year of Tom Cruise coming up in 2022.
And if we have punted on the Tom Cruise cruise, is that all that hype?
No, it just keeps getting pushed back.
It's been pushed back 17 times, Kevin.
Yeah, and that's beyond our control.
Literally, the ship has
I
sailed.
think it has.
Has it? Okay.
No.
Cancel then.
I'm just kidding.
I'm very
kidding.
much into it. I just don't know if the people are like, it's great. When's this thing ever going to happen?
I just love to talk S-bomb about it
I hear
because
you.
we have had to cancel it 15 times.
Some of the other new TV shows going to be coming out 2022. House of the Dragon. Isn't that the new series? It is not Lord of the Rings, because that's a different TV show that's coming out. What was it? It was on HBO. Had the 7 seasons.
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones, yeah. Mm-hmm.
House of the Dragons? That's the new name?
House of the Dragon. I think that's what it is.
Does it have like the same people?
No, it's a prequel. It would be names that maybe were referenced during Game of Thrones. I think this is what the show's called, House of the Dragon.
So it's got potential to be really awesome, or it could be a crap bomb.
I just don't trust anything that's not done by the book author guy, and I don't know if this is. Remember how when they did the book series, Game of Thrones was awesome, and then when they deviated off of it, it was terrible. It was like such a 180. I've never seen a series do that where it was so good and then it was just so bad. And that was Game of Thrones. So I don't know who's writing this. It's all about the writing, man. Pam and Tommy. That is going to be coming out, a new TV show. Is that Tommy Lee? And
Pam Anderson?
I don't know. It just says Pam and Tommy. That's the only combo that I know.
Pam and Tommy.
Maybe it's a look back on their interesting relationship in the 90s. The Sandman coming out. The Obi-Wan Kenobi you're telling me about, Bird, is coming out in 2022.
Very excited about that.
Yeah, that looks like that could be good.
I know Cobra Kai comes out in 2021, so is that not on that list? Is that only 2022
I think this
stuff?
is brand new series. That's just a new season.
Got ya.
Of a series that has already been out. Yeah, these are all brand new series that are going to be debuting in 2022. And then Miss Marvel is coming out as well. They're coming up with as many offshoots of superhero stuff as they possibly can. So that's the big stuff in 2022.
Did the new Sex and the City thing, did they offer 2 free episodes and then you have to sign up for something? I thought it was on HBO Max.
I thought it was too. I didn't even go look for it because I was like, I don't have HBO Max.
There's only 2 episodes on there, and you would think it would run on a Sunday, and there's nothing uploaded. So I just wonder if there's another service. I'm not signing up for the Sex and the City if I have to sign up for another service.
Don't you have HBO
Yeah.
Max? So you should get it.
I can't keep it. A lot of these shows are on one streaming site, and then they sign a new deal, and then they're gone.
Maybe they don't drop all the episodes at once. Maybe they do it on a weekly.
They still should update that, though.
Okay. Yeah, somebody is saying that the Pam and Tommy is played by the Winter Soldier guy. And that is the dude. So, yeah, apparently that is a mockumentary, I believe, of that. Flim Flam says, please stop talking about Game of Thrones, Kev. You know nothing. Okay.
Flim Flam's a little harder on the edges at times.
Didn't you watch it, though?
I did, yeah. It's my own opinion.
You kind of do know.
Yeah, and I think there are a lot of people that actually kind of back that.
Hey, Flim Flam, suck it.
Yeah.
That's so funny. I think I wrote that to Flim Flam in the chat room today.
Don't you come for Kevin. You caught me on a bad week, Flim Flam.
I think I seriously wrote, suck it, Flim Flam.
Are you handing out your first suck it card of the day?
Yeah. You want to take it further, Flim Flam? Step up.
It's just Flim Flam style. He means nothing by it.
Don't you come for Kevin today. I don't got no patience for you, Flim Flam.
And she's drinking Kahlua. She's a little, there's an edge to
She's
her.
drunk and angry.
Yeah. And I have coffee.
Yeah.
So it's like caffeine and alcohol.
She's a caffeinated, angry drunk right now.
Trust me, Flim Flam is never happy in the chat room. He's always complaining.
It's a good way to be, huh? One South Florida city has been named the second least festive city in America for the holidays. Second least festive. Now, there's a site called Lawn Starter, and they measured the 200 largest cities across 5 main categories: shopping, eating, entertaining, merrymaking, which is things like skating rinks and holiday festivals, and then frolicking, which looks at the average snowfall during November and December, as well as walking activity. So you can see already that frolicking is not going to be a great category for South Florida. We don't get a lot of snow here. So that's already one that they're behind. So that makes sense for that. So you get the apologies. But everything else, from shopping, eating, entertaining, walking activities, and then merrymaking, meaning they don't have a lot of holiday festivals. Can you think of one? Because we've got all kinds of boat parades, regular parades, tree lightings, and all that. Is there one city that stands out to you where you're like, yeah, what did they do? Did they do a boat parade? Did they do a tree lighting? I don't know. Maybe they do, but I'm trying to figure out why they landed here. What city do you think this might be? And it's not Hialeah. We got to stop picking on Hialeah. Every one of these polls always has Hialeah in there.
Does Hialeah need to step up their game?
Not in this category. Hialeah is okay.
Give me, for some reason, I don't know why, I'm feeling Pembroke Pines.
Pembroke Pines is your guess. Okay, what's your one city guess, Virginia?
Stewart.
Stewart.
I don't know.
You're closer in geography. It's Port St. Lucie.
The Pizzle.
Oh, the
Yeah.
Now that's not fair because tradition in Port St. Lucie has really stepped up the game, and they do all kinds of fun stuff.
Well, they need to let Lawn Starter know because they're not getting credit for it.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Lawn Starter, your list is bogus.
You want to go up
because
to Lawn Starter now?
I
Go,
kind
get
of
'em.
do. I mean, I know what tradition does for their community, and it's all kinds of parades and events and celebrations for every holiday.
It's one community, though, in a city. Is that enough to offset what else is not happening? I'm just curious. Does anybody in Port St. Lucie agree that you see why you're 199 out of 200 cities for holiday cheer?
Damn.
You're not Whoville. Definitely not. They have New York City as the most festive. So if you want to get an idea what they consider to be a festive city for Christmas, and, you know, they got the Rockefeller Center, and there's lights all over the place.
They got a lot of cameras on them, too. They got a lot of media.
They do. Yeah,
They have to almost kind of do it.
I'm bringing Mags up there for a couple of days in between Christmas and New Year's. A bunch of Broadway shows just went dark because of COVID outbreaks in the cast.
Wah, 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 wah.
That's happening all over the place. There's a couple NFL teams that, and even NBA teams that are having issues. Omicron is spreading like crazy.
It's not Omarion?
It could be if you want it to be. Yeah. So, all right. Anybody want to sound off on that? Do you agree with Lawn Starter? That Port St. Lucie is the Scroogiest city in South Florida. 877-979-WRMF. 877-979-9763. All right, got some birthdays here today, including a little birthday shout out to Lena. Happy birthday from your son, Matthew, and your cats, Walter and Poof. Also got a 10th birthday to Jordan. Love you so much from Daddy, Mommy, Abby, Jazzy, and Blue. We got a great photo of the fam right there on KVJ TV.
Aw, so cute.
And also a happy birthday to our daughter, Luna. She is turning 5. Words can't begin to describe what you mean to us, Mommy, Daddy, and the rest of the family. What an adorable photo right there.
Aw.
We got her on KVJ TV. So thanks for sending those in. Mail at kvjshow.com is how you do it. MAIL at kvjshow.com. So what are people fighting about for the holidays on social media? Thank you for sending some screenshots of some interesting posts here. Tomorrow is Ugly Christmas Sweater Day, so that's what everybody's going to be wearing to the office, maybe to school. But Pat is not, because he hates the whole ugly Christmas sweater thing. And he's got a rant about it on social media. I will play the role of the miserable Pat. We will have Virginia playing the role of Bonnie. Jaybird, you can be Jamie. And Dennys, you'll be Mary Ann.
Got
in
it.
this thread here. Okay, here's what Pat had to say in his rant. The ugly Christmas sweater thing has been done to death. It's stupid and unoriginal. My boss is doing that theme for this year's company party, and nobody is happy. I know I can't be the only one who's disgusted by the ugly Christmas sweater phenomenon.
Here comes Marianne. I couldn't agree more. People who think the ugly Christmas sweater thing is funny are usually lame and very corny.
Ugly Christmas sweaters are so stupid. My company is doing the same thing, and it's awful. My boss thinks she's so clever by throwing this kind of party. I want to say, bitch, your party sucks.
Lighten up, people. You all sound like Ebenezer Scrooges. My husband and I loved ugly Christmas sweaters. It was our tradition. Some people don't think it's lame. My husband is no longer with us. He was killed in a fishing accident 3 years ago. His ugly Christmas sweater brings me great comfort. Sorry, guys, but this post just triggered me hard.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, I am so sorry, Jamie. I didn't know. I actually think ugly Christmas sweaters aren't that bad. I was just kidding. That's an awesome tradition you had with your husband. Hashtag ugly sweaters are cool.
I so agree, Bonnie. I was totally kidding, too. I didn't think people who wear ugly Christmas sweaters are lame or corny. I'm just in a cranky mood today. Bonnie is right, Jamie. It was a beautiful tradition you and your husband had. Hashtag ugly sweaters are cool.
Oh, gosh.
Well, damn. Now I wish I'd never posted this. I'm sorry for triggering you, Jamie. I didn't know your husband had died. In all honesty, the more I think about it, It is kind of a fun way to play dress up with the goofy and ugly sweaters. Hey, look, I'm all in if you guys want to do it this year. Hashtag ugly sweaters are cool.
It's okay, everybody. You all said what you said, and it is what it is. My husband died wearing an ugly Christmas sweater.
Oh, my
3
God.
years ago on Christmas Eve while fishing. These sweaters mean something to me. Yeah. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Died in the sweater
I think that's why she might be triggered.
Who the hell fishes in a sweater?
in Florida.
I don't know if it's in Florida.
Did he die of heat exhaustion?
Yeah.
The sweater killed him.
Big dummy. Big dummy. Yeah, that whole ugly Christmas sweater thing, it's going around. Do you have any of those, Virginia?
I do, but only because of, the dumb parties.
The company parties, yeah.
I would never go out and seek one.
So
Yeah.
you don't like... I've heard you talk trash about the ugly Christmas sweater before.
Well, I don't like a sweater because I get too hot. If I'm inside,
Yeah.
I can't be wearing a sweater. I get butt sweat.
Yeah. Yeah, my wife gave me an ugly Christmas sweater on Sunday. She's like, hey, everybody's wearing them at church. I'm like, all right. I put it on. I'm like, oh, yeah, I will be the guy that's not doing it. I was like the only person there that had a stupid ugly Christmas sweater
She
on.
set you up. It's a
All the
trap.
time. You know what? It was Sunday morning. I was groggy like everybody is on a Sunday morning. I wasn't thinking it through. Yeah, totally set up.
And it was not cool on Sunday either.
No, it
No,
wasn't.
it was hot.
It was very hot.
The only worst place to be would have been fishing. Okay, I got another post here. It says somebody keeps leaving free Christmas cookies at Arnie's doorstep, and he hates it. Okay, apparently there's a reason for his hate. Bird, you can be Arnie, which that's not believable.
I mean, Bird would love free cookies.
Yeah.
This really would be acting.
This is going to be a tough...
You got to act like you don't want free cookies showing up at your door. I'll play the role of Sandra. Virginia, you can be Brandon. And Dennys, you'll be JD.
Who keeps leaving Christmas cookies at my door? Please stop this immediately. I'm a diabetic and I hate Christmas, damn it. Your kindness is annoying and intrusive.
Well, I've never heard of someone getting so mad for receiving free cookies. I'd be more grateful than pissed. Well, that's just me, though. I was raised with manners. Looks like Arnie was not.
Oh, I was raised with manners. I just don't throw my personal beliefs down everyone's pie hole like some of yous. I know what kind of lady you are, Sandra. You're the kind of lady who hears her neighbor fart and then goes and tells everyone in the neighborhood about it.
That's right.
You're a busybody, and I want nothing to do with you.
Well, suck it.
I think Arnie's off his meds again. You sound like a weirdo, bro. Our neighborhood's been all about the love. Free Christmas cookies ain't something to complain about. It's something to celebrate, damn it.
Damn, I wish somebody would give me free cookies. I'm diabetic too, but I don't care. I'll eat the cookies. I hate my life and I hate my wife. Jesus, take me now before I go. Please let me have some free cookies.
Who left these cookies anyway? And why is this Arnie guy so mad about someone leaving free cookies at their door?
All right, everybody. I'm the one who dropped off the Christmas cookies. Damn. I do it for all the neighbors on our street. Arnie is just being a Krampus, and it hurts. I hate when I shed Christmas tears.
Oh, if you're literally crying about something someone said on social media, that means you must be a fragile liberal. Well, I drink liberal tears for breakfast. Stop with the cookies and your fake generosity. We all know it's just for social media anyway.
Well, I can't be a liberal. I have a southern accent.
I gotta tell you.
You did great, Southern.
Your southern accent kind of turns me on.
Oh, yeah? You're going, huh?
Feeling the vibe.
Got you going.
What the hell is going on?
I like Kevin as a southern belle named Sandra.
You got a Christmas cookie boner about his accent?
I love
That
Kevin's
ain't a
accent.
candy cane.
I thoroughly enjoyed that.
Let's see your hands.
Please.
Today, we're drafting out cookies. The best cookies, and they go so well during the holidays. Who can draft out the best 3 cookies? Now, there's a couple different rules here. There are some square cookies. Even though they're typically round, some can be square. You just have to differentiate between fudge and brownies. And you can't pick like a type of cookie and take it off the board. For instance, chocolate chip. You can't just say chocolate chip cookies and then they're all gone. You have to go brand specific.
Love it. I love that rule, by the way.
I mean, we could all draft different brands of chocolate chip cookies. It'd be a boring draft, but you could technically if you wanted to.
Sure.
Okay, so I drew a jack. It's who has the highest playing card, picks the draft order. Virginia got herself a
10.
Okay. We got Jaber. What did you get?
6.
You got a 6.
It's not a good place to be.
Okay. All right. What did you get over there, Dennys?
I got a 7.
Okay. You got a 7. And what did Suits get?
He got an 8.
Okay. All right. So it
got
goes me,
straight up.
Virginia, Suits, Dennys, and Jaybird. Okay. Here we go. All right. I got the overall number 1 pick in the draft. Okay. With the overall number 1 pick, I'm going to go with a Fat Kevin favorite. I am going to go Oreo Double Stuff.
Okay.
gonna be
It's
my
a
first.
solid pick. Is it enough to win the tournament, Dennys? I don't know.
Okay. All right. We got Virginia. You are up next. What are you going to draft for the best cookie?
It's been my favorite cookie for a long time. I love it. The white chocolate macadamia nut from Subway.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love it.
Okay.
Subway, yeah.
All right. Next up, we've got you, Suits. What are you going to go with?
My all-time favorite, Publix Bakery chocolate chip cookies. They are amazing.
Okay. Going to go Publix chocolate chip. All right. Very nice. And then we got Dennys. Oh, no, wait. Dennys, I'm sorry. It was supposed to be next. My computer is not working very well.
Oh,
I'll take a peek at it. Yeah.
Dennys!
So it's just frozen. So it's holding me up.
Kevin about to have a
sorry.
computer meltdown.
I'm writing them down too, though.
Are you okay?
I'm gonna have a
All right,
cookie
so I
meltdown.
went in
Kevin
the,
have a computer
wrong order.
meltdown.
Yeah.
Okay, so I should have gone, what is it? It's Kevin, Virginia, Suits, Dennys, Jaybird. Is that the right order?
Yeah, you're doing the right order.
Okay. All right, so it's Dennys. It's up to you.
All right, so I'm going to go with a personal favorite. I was going to do the Samoa's cookie, right, from the Girl Scouts.
You
Oh, yeah.
Son of a
That is
biscuit.
Probably the best cookie there is.
Dang it.
Okay. Jaybird, what are you going with?
I'm going to go with the Doubletree Hotel chocolate chip cookies. They are amazing.
They are.
Amazing. I hope people know what those are.
Okay. Yeah. If you ever stay there, you definitely know. Okay, we got you picking next, Jaybird.
I'm going to go with Girl Scout cookie, the peanut butter tagalongs.
Okay.
Oh, it's a good one.
All right,
Thanks,
Dennys,
Dennys.
what are you going with?
I think I'm going to go ahead and go with the Keebler Fudge Stripes.
Okay. All right, then it's back to you, Suits.
I think I'm going to go with those frosted sugar cookies.
Oh, that's a good one, yeah. Frosted sugar cookies.
Yeah, back in the 50s.
Virginia, what do you got?
I am going to
Doubletree.
take the milk chocolate chip from Crumble Cookies. They serve it to you warm.
Ooh.
Crumble Cookies, they're the new hot fresh cookie.
I haven't had them yet.
You need to get in
Does
there.
everyone know about? Is that too new, Denny's?
They're
It is.
they're very new
Wow.
and they're very delicious.
Okay.
Does that help the tournament?
Crumble.
I am going to go with Nutter Butter for my next pick. And then I get one more after that. And I will go with the Pepperidge Farm white chocolate chip cookie.
Just like that, Kevin lost the tournament.
You love to talk crap.
Well, what else are we doing? If not, we're just looking at each other pick cookies. Someone's got to say something. If it's not, it's 30 seconds of silence. Chocolate chip cookie.
All right, Virginia, what is your final pick?
I'm taking the Girl Scouts peanut butter sandwich cookie.
Okay. All right, it's a good pick.
Very good pick.
All right, then Suits, what do you got to go with them Samoas and Keebler Fudge Stripes?
I think I did that's Denny's list.
Okay.
I did the Publix chocolate chip. But I think I'm going to do, even though it's got the double stuff, which are really good, I love the golden Oreos. I'm going to go with that.
Suits,
Good choice.
I didn't know that about you. I love
so
learning
good.
new cookie things about him.
Okay. All right, Dennys, what is your final pick here in the cookie draft?
Damn, I love golden Oreos as well. I'm going to go with Annie's oatmeal raisin cookies. I don't know if you guys have had those.
Oh, yeah.
They're the next level ones.
They're very good, Dennys.
Okay. All right, here we go. Okay, so we got the cookies all picked out. Dennys, do you have that list of what's going on? I got a frozen computer over here. Do you know who picked what?
Yes, I do.
I don't think I
think
picked-
Bird's got one last pick.
Bird's
on
got,
us.
yeah, sorry. This whole thing has got me
Yeah,
screwed
I'll look
up.
at it after this break.
All right, Bird, let me see. Where are we? Okay,
Damn.
Bird, you got one more.
Kevin's pissed.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's
flying.
flying blind.
We're very scared for commercial break.
During commercials, he might kick Denny's.
Oh,
Yeah.
Dennys.
No, I'm not Urban Meyer.
That's good. Topical joke.
Yeah.
Kev. I'm going with my last pick. I'm going with Jersey Mike's Snickerdoodle cookie. Oh, it's good. It's got a lot packed in there too, Fat Kevin.
Okay, Jersey Mike Snickerdoodle. Sounds good. Okay. Yeah, I can tell from my list I'm a little out of practice. Okay. Let me see here. Okay, so I got the Oreo double stuffed, Nutter Butters, and Pepperidge Farm white chocolate, chip. Okay, what did Virginia get?
Virginia got white chocolate macadamia nut from Subway. She also got Crumble Cookies warm chocolate chip, and then Girl Scout Cookies peanut butter sandwich cookies.
I'm not hating on the witches list.
I mean, it's
at
good.
all.
It's good.
Yeah, you like that, don't you, Bird?
Oh, yeah.
Tell me how you like it.
I want it.
Suits went ahead and got the Publix chocolate chip, the frosted sugar cookies, and golden Oreos.
Google and Gary is finally taking an L this week.
Yeah.
You think so?
This is where
don't think
you
he's
go
got it?
down.
He may finish last.
You lost, kid. You lost.
All right.
Google helps you not this week.
Denny's
That
went
room
with.
seems to think I got it.
Whatever.
The chat room.
Don't underestimate those Publix chocolate chips, though.
They're very good.
People love those.
Very good.
I went ahead and went with the Samoa cookies, the Keebler fudge stripes, and Annie's oatmeal raisins.
Okay.
And then Bird closed it out with the DoubleTree chocolate chip,
Boom.
the peanut butter tag-along, and Jersey Mike's Snickerdoodle.
Okay. All right, there we go. So who drafted out the best list of 3? We'll have that posted up on the KVJ Show Facebook page. Also, we'll get it up on our Instagram as well. And this time tomorrow, we'll let you know who exactly won that. Coming up here in just a bit as well. Hopefully you're ready to laugh. Denny's got a joke jury is going to be coming up for you here in just a bit. And, yeah, you guys are asking me about the Urban Meyer thing. That was kind of a crazy story. If you're a Jacksonville Jaguar fan, they just fired their coach last night. So,
Yeah, and he's the former Ohio State Buckeye coach. You know
Yeah.
a lot about this guy.
Yeah, no, he was not having a really good year. He was the guy that just had one thing after another going wrong for him. Remember, he was having that one chick grinding on his lap at his bar in Columbus.
Some would say that's the one thing that went right.
Apparently, he was not getting along with a lot of the players. He had hired a strength and conditioning coach that had some questionable things when it came to some black players. That was his first misstep. Then he had the thing with the chick grinding on him. Then he apparently was calling out his coaches, saying that they weren't winners like he was. And then yesterday, one of the former kickers said that Urban Meyer kicked him.
Oh,
he
damn.
kicked the kicker?
He
You can't
kicked
kick the kicker?
Was
Yeah.
he showing him a technique and he thought he was the ball?
Yeah, I guess so. I don't even know.
He kicked him on purpose?
Yes, apparently he kicked him on purpose, and the guy said something about it, and Urban Meyer just basically said, hey, look, I'm the boss. I can do what I want.
Oh, how dare the player talk about him getting kicked? Do you know when that happened? Was that recent or is that an old story coming out now?
It had to be recent. He's just now the coach.
I wasn't sure if it was an older player or not.
It was an older player, but it happened, I think, right before the final game of the preseason.
Okay.
So it was this year.
I mean, what
This
are you
year,
doing?
you can't kick people.
2021, you're kicking players?
For the record, I guess Urban Meyer's refuting the way the story was told by Lambeau, the kicker. But
A kick is a kick is a kick.
yeah.
I don't think he liked how the story was told, too, about that woman at the bar either. He thought that was a little off, too, I'm sure.
He needed to kick her off his lap.
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
You're kicking
did.
the wrong person.
Yeah.
They're all
so-
they're all out to get him, Kev.
Yeah, it's really kind of interesting what's happened to this guy over the last year. He had a cushy little TV gig after stepping away from college, and he decided he was going to step back into the NFL, and it was one of the more disastrous coaching jobs. He was 2-11. He only lasted 13 games of a 5-year deal.
So he lost 11 out of 13 games?
Yes.
Damn.
Last year, Jacksonville's been struggling, though. It's their 10th season with double-digit losses in the past 11 years. So last year they only won one, so he doubled their win total, but it just wasn't good. And I think the biggest thing was the toxicity that was happening in the locker room, and everything around the Jaguars was negative, and it wasn't just for the losing. So he gone. All righty. My computer's dead. That's all I got.
That's it.
That's it.
Merry Christmas, Kev.
Yeah.
Well, we almost got through the year without it really kind of falling apart.
Yeah. Okay. I think everything's frozen up here, Dennys.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to restart it. It's our company's running a security scan at the moment. It's like,
Security scan.
That's a good time.
yeah, freezing our computer up.
Froze everything.
Well, why don't we get the guys washing the windows again and pressure cleaning the ceilings just to really throw a complete
You're right,
calamity on the
you're right.
podcast?
Okay.
All right, so
I don't know what the plan is. We'll do just, I guess, everything out of order and see how we land today.
Well, good for you. Denny said Joe Jerry, he's got at least 30 jokes. He can go 20 minutes deep.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. He goes 20 minutes, guys. 20 minutes.
we'll take it till 8.
It's like a stand-up set.
All right, all right. Well, we'll do one thing at a time. First things first.
Who wants to laugh their ass off? Ooh, I know I do. He wrote some funny punchlines just for me and you. It's Danny's Joke Jury.
Who's ready to laugh?
Okay.
Oh, we love it. We love
all right.
it.
Then he's got some comedy here for us. It's our job to judge what is hitting and what is missing. All right, what you got for us here today, Dennys?
And it is the season, so these are all gonna have a holiday theme to them.
I mean, Denny's is great.
Is it? We'll see. All right, first joke for you guys. Who defends Gotham City from Christmas tree thieves?
I don't know. Who does?
Spruce Wayne?
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
think anyone's ever thought of that joke.
No.
No, that's definitely a first.
That's right. And that's also a 3 dabber.
Oh, yeah. Let's see here. Second joke. What do you call a Yeti who is obsessed with sit-ups?
Obsessed with sit-ups. I don't know. What do you call a Yeti?
The abdominal snowman?
Denny's,
okay.
come
Abdominal.
I mean, definitely catering to the audience.
Yes.
Okay.
Third joke. What does Santa give the naughty children?
I don't know what does Santa give the naughty children?
The coal shoulder?
I love this guy.
Yeah.
A little Christmas comedy for you.
Let's
Okay.
see. Fourth joke. What do elves do before visiting Mr. and Mrs. Claus?
I don't know. What do they say?
They sanitize
Oh.
before they visit.
Sanitize. Okay.
Sanitize.
Germs,
They
Kevin.
sanitize.
I got it. Okay.
COVID,
Yeah.
topical.
Okay.
Awful joke.
We're blaming this on weed, right?
Yeah. And thinking of 5 Christmas jokes. Let's see. Final one here. What movie did Marlon Brando play Santa Claus in?
I don't know. Which one?
A Rebel Without a Claus?
Home run,
Yeah,
John.
Hey,
What I love it.
you stayed on the theme.
Abdominal snowman.
It's tough to do 5 Christmas jokes every single year. For
It's
the last-
hard.
For the last 7 years.
It's hard.
Running out of stuff.
Yeah. We all need a break.
The cold shoulder. I mean, that's comedy gold.
Somebody's giving us a hard time because nobody picked out the Milano cookies.
I don't like them. They're not my favorite at all. They're dry and hard.
Yeah,
I agree.
I kind of wondered that too. I
They're
was like,
not my. In fact, I would put those at the lower tier of cookies. Who is texting you that? Block them.
okay, just the lifetime block for that comment.
Just kidding.
Yeah, those are like the cookies you eat if you can't get any other cookie.
Yes, they are great if I haven't eaten for 4 days.
Yeah, that's the one that has the thinnest layer of chocolate, whatever it might be, right?
I'm describing them right. They're hard and
Yeah. They're not good.
they're kind of
They're
chemically
not
too.
good. Okay.
Yeah, boo Milano.
Didn't you say that you weren't down with the Keebler fudge stripe cookies?
Not a big fan of the Keebler guys. I think
Okay.
they're kind of.
They're waxy.
They're waxy and chemical. Some of these cookies taste really good out of the package, and some have a good flavor, but they taste waxy and it's almost too artificial. And that's coming from me, who loves all that crap.
Right. Mm-hmm. Would you say that Little Debbie's oatmeal cream pies are a cookie?
No, I would not consider that a cookie. I consider that more of like a hand pie almost.
Yeah.
So that wouldn't qualify for the cookie category?
But I guess it's all semantics, baby.
Yeah.
Am I gonna yell at you for picking out the oatmeal cream pie? It does have pie in the name.
Mm-hmm. And then somebody said, why did nobody go with any of the Grandma's brand cookies? Have you had those?
Because they suck too.
You don't like those, huh?
No.
Grandma's,
You saying grandma sucks?
Well, her cookies do. That is not a great brand. I sound like such a cookie douche.
They say that a lot of the kids today are really starting to get into some of the older music from the 70s, 80s, even in the 90s. And they say that social media is a big part of it. 25% of adults now in the U.S. attribute the discovery of a classic hit to a viral trend that is going on social media like TikTok.
It's weird, too. It was about 2.5 weeks ago, and I was looking for another song on YouTube, and this song popped up. And ever since then, I've been playing it nonstop.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's just weird.
A lot of great music that's out there. So we're hoping to dig out some of the stuff that was good. It was a charting hit, but then for whatever reason, it's just the weirdest thing that good songs get discarded and they don't ever play them again.
I never hear that song anymore.
Yeah. All right. Well, there you go. Thank you, Bird, for that. Well, tomorrow is Ugly Christmas Sweater Day. Today is Chocolate Covered Anything Day.
Oh, boy.
Chocolate Covered Anything Day. So I guess you can just cover anything in chocolate and call it good? That's what you do? Are we talking about edible items? Because it doesn't say that in the description. It says chocolate covered anything. So do you cover your car in chocolate?
An old shoe?
Yeah. Can I do a dish rag? Can I do floor tiling?
I think we got all kinds of stuff. I'd sent Virginia a little list of some stuff to cover in chocolate, and I believe she's got some of that stuff covered in chocolate here.
Oh, cool.
So
mixing things again.
We're going to play a fun little game here for Jaybird, who loves chocolate.
I do love chocolate. I also hate the witch's axe sometimes.
Okay, we're going to present an item to you that's completely covered in chocolate, and you have to correctly identify what the item is, and if you guess wrong, then you got to take a big old bite of the item to try to figure it out.
Oh, a little different twist. I like no blindfold. That's good.
Yeah, you look at it, because can you really identify what something is if it's covered in chocolate?
I can keep my peepers. Question, am I allowed to maybe get the chat room's guests too? Can they help me?
No, because I'm going to give them all the answers.
Oh.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So they're going to know what your options are as you're looking at it.
So basically you're telling me the bird's alone on this one?
You're alone. You're a man all by yourself here.
My own little nest.
On Chocolate Covered Anything Day. All right, Bird, I'll have you step out of the studio real quick. We're going to let the audience know what exactly we have covered in chocolate here today for you to try out. Okay, Virginia, what items have you covered in chocolate over here?
Okay, so I can do these in any order you want them, but the way I put them together was the first one is a gummy bear.
Gummy bear, okay. Chocolate covered gummies are great.
The second one is a used earplug.
Used earplug. Okay. An earplug, what is that? Like?
You know, like if you go to a concert and you put little earplugs in?
Oh, yeah, the squishy little
yeah,
things.
Yeah, a little squishy
thing. Oh, I love
thing.
that. Yeah, okay, yeah.
This one's used.
Okay.
And we covered it in chocolate.
Oh, nice.
Then the third item is a pickle.
A pickle, okay, chocolate covered pickle.
The fourth item is a French fry.
Okay.
And the fifth item is a piece of pizza, which he loves pizza.
Okay, all right, let's go with the fry.
Okay, fry first.
We'll go with the pickle.
Okay, the second.
And then we'll go with the
earplugs third. Okay.
Yeah, earplug. Okay, so that's what we'll see how he can do. Okay, we can bring Jaybird back in here and see if he can identify it. If he can, he's got to take a tasty old bite of it, see what it is. All right, Bird, we got the items here for you to try out. Virginia's going to present it to you. You can watch this on KVJ TV. If you go to YouTube and look up the KVJ Show, it'll be on there for you. Okay,
so you're not going to give me the answer, I guess, but are these all awful? I guess you won't tell me. All right. That's a French fry. That is a French fry, and I will eat that, actually, for fun. Well, let me double check, because my eyes...
Okay.
That's a crinkled French fry. And that looks delicious. Wait a minute. Is that one of those weird carrots? Damn it, did you get me with a carrot?
Bird, you just got to think it through, look at it. You can even smell it.
I can't smell it.
Oh, that's right, COVID.
There, yeah.
I can't smell that.
COVID took your nose.
Okay. What do you think?
It's real. It's knee-deep in chocolate. It's hard to tell anything else.
What are you saying that is? What is
just
the
look at the crinkles.
Chocolate-covered item we have here for you?
Those look like French fry crinkles. Yeah, that's a French fry.
You're going to go French fry?
I feel good about that.
You are correct.
Wow.
They say French fry. You want to try it?
Yeah,
yeah, try it.
See how a chocolate-covered French fry is.
Oh, you dropped it.
I'm so excited.
Chocolate-covered French fry, how's that?
Mm-hmm.
You like it?
I do love that.
Is that good?
Wow.
I think the French fry would be cold and gnarly.
Fat Kevin.
Yeah.
Can I talk to Fat Kevin real quick? Because
Sure.
Keto Kev's not going to let Fat Kevin. If
Yeah.
this was warm out of the oven, you would be crapping
If
happiness.
it was a warm chocolate-covered French fry, I think I'd be into
Even
it.
the cold one's good, Fat
Really?
Kevin. Yeah.
Okay. All right, we got another item here for you to try out. First one was fantastic and delicious. He loved that.
Chocolate covered fries. Make them at home.
Okay, yeah, you could for chocolate covered anything day. All right, the next item we have here, covered with chocolate. Jaybird, what do you think that might be? Taking a look at it. Hold it up there to the camera, Virginia, so KVJ TV can see
Nope.
and play along here. What do you think that item might be that Virginia's showing you there? What is your guess on that, Jaybird?
My fear is it's a chocolate-covered scallop or a chocolate-covered sea urchin pancreas, something of the sea.
You know Mama loves to go to the sea.
Okay.
It looks very...
All right.
It looks so crustacean.
So you're saying like a chocolate-covered oyster kind
Scallop of sorts.
It is the shape of a scallop.
Okay, chocolate-covered scallop.
But the
Okay.
fact that you are agreeing with me makes me think it's not a scallop. You spoke too soon. That's not a scallop then. Hold on. Let me look at
Okay.
this. It's
Take a
not
good look at it.
She's such a bad actress. I know that that's not a scallop now.
What is that? Okay. What is that item
that
covered in
a-
chocolate?
Is that a pickle?
Okay.
No, is that a mushroom? Is that a mushroom? I'm going it's either mushroom or pickle now.
Okay, what's your guess?
Mushroom.
Chocolate covered mushroom? It is not. Why don't you take a bite of it? See if you can figure out what it is.
You'll
It's
get it. I
chocolate-covered.
think you'll get it.
Okay. Okay, Jaybird is chewing, making a weird face. What do you think? What are you thinking?
Is that sweet pickle? Or is that pickle?
It is a pickle.
Okay. Is that sweet?
It is sweet.
That's a good sign.
How do you like it?
I don't hate that at all, but actually.
Okay, chocolate covered pickle,
I
yeah.
would have preferred a non-sweet. So I don't like sweet pickles, but if I had a regular pick,
Okay, not
Ooh.
bad. You were kind of zoning in on that. You just missed that one, but you were there. Okay, we got one more item here for you to try on. Chocolate covered anything day. This is an item that is covered in chocolate. Jaybird's got to try to identify it. If he can't, then he's got to take a bite.
I mean, that looks like my dad's mustache.
You are correct. Your dad's mustache, chocolate covered mustache, right here.
That'd be awesome.
It'd be pretty great, huh? Okay. What do you think that is? Can you
That's
show that
weird.
to the camera so we can see what it is
It's
here?
an odd shape.
It's aquatic.
That's aquatic, you think?
She always throws aquatic. She knows I hate it.
Yeah. Okay, what do you think Virginia's giving you there for chocolate covered anything day? What could that possibly be?
Chocolate-covered snail.
Chocolate covered snail is what you're going with? That is incorrect. Why don't you go ahead and pop that in your mouth and see if you can figure out what that might be. Okay.
Well, let me just kind of brace myself.
Are you ready? You may not want to swallow this one.
Don't swallow it?
Chew it and get the full effect.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, just
Hold
chew it
on.
around. Don't swallow it.
Is it edible?
Just don't swallow it.
It's edible,
Don't
but
swallow it.
yeah, I checked. It's actually non-toxic.
Oh, good. Okay, well, that's positive.
Because kids might eat them, and
Yeah, you're right.
You're
Okay.
trying to tell me not to swallow when there's chocolate on my mouth? This is...
I know, right?
Dude, it's going to melt. It's going to drip.
Yeah.
We're going to drip and sip.
Let's see if you can figure out what this item is covered in chocolate. Okay. It's nothing aquatic. Okay, Jaybird's just chewing down on it. It's got chocolate on the outside, so that's got to be delicious.
The chocolate tastes so good.
Okay, chocolate's delicious. What do you think what is
Is
it covering? What is it covering?
I want to swallow so bad.
You can't swallow, yeah. You can swallow the
can't-
chocolate, but you can't swallow what it's covering.
Is it yoga mat?
Is it yoga mat? That's not
it's not a bad guess.
not a bad guess.
Yeah.
Take it out. What do you think that is there you got in your hand?
It's a used earplug.
Oh. God. You guys.
Panda has to use them for work all the time.
Oh, he does.
I
Okay.
mean, I melted down on that.
Yeah, you were working it around, trying to get all the flavors out of it.
Sucking the bone.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, there you go. Well, it's a fun game. You can play the whole family tonight for chocolate covered anything day. Just get some chocolate, melt it up, cover items with it, and then see if you can figure out what the heck it is.
It's great, too. I was sucking so hard, there's a rubber remnants.
You ate half of it?
Yeah.
Chocolates. Where's that chocolate from?
That is from Hoffman's.
Come with the good stuff,
Yeah.
Bird. Come with the good stuff.
I want to be mad at you, but it wasn't all bad.
Okay. Got some interesting confessions that people have sent us here today. Look, nobody is perfect. Even the ones who come off as squeaky clean, they usually have something terrible that they have done that they're trying to hide.
Everybody in this room, everyone in the chat room, we all got skeletons.
This is where we bring it all out into the open. Got a couple confessions here. People have been texting into us anonymously, 877-979-WRMF. One text reads, after stumbling onto a naked beach, I am terrified about what aging is going to do to my balls.
And it's a legit fear and ain't gonna get any better, my friend.
Man, that's tough, huh?
Well,
that's
not like
the realization.
Well, balls don't go back. You know what I mean? It's not like it's gonna get better with time. It's
No.
only gonna get worse.
I don't know. I feel like you could get a ball lift and just working with the skin, not actually getting into the testicular area.
I just I don't think I don't think people care about their balls that much.
Nobody's ever got a ball lift?
I'm not saying that.
I've seen quite a few guys that need one.
Only a Sith lives in absolutes. What I'm saying, it's not such a prevalent thing where I don't know if there's testicle insecurity out there.
Good
as
thing is you
much.
can hide them typically.
Yeah, I'm sure it's out there. I know it exists, but it's not a typical problem.
I'm going to ask Dr. Rankin tomorrow when I see him. Hey, have you ever done ball lifts?
Can you
Yeah.
pin those things back?
Yeah. How does that work?
How often do people get them?
Yeah, that's the question. How often are dudes going in there going, oh, doc, my nards are a little low, I'm
Yeah.
feeling insecure.
Have you ever done one?
All right,
Okay.
All right, I'll have answers for you.
We'll see. This confession says, if I see someone driving too fast the other way, I give a quick flash of the headlights to warn them that they're heading towards a police trap. They usually wave to thank me as they start to slow down. There's no police. Okay.
You're still not doing a bad thing though.
You're slowing, you're slowing people down. And, if somebody's zipping around in some of those neighborhoods, you got to... Yeah.
That is cool when someone does give you the flash.
Yeah.
And then you do roll up on a police like, oh, that person was cool. They were just being cool, man.
Right. But then what happens when you don't see a police? You're like, hey, where's that cop at?
They're behind you.
This text says, my elderly father-in-law thinks that he orders Chinese food so much that the people at the restaurant know him by name, when in actuality, they simply have a database system where his name comes up when he calls. I just don't have the heart to tell him.
Aww.
Oh, they love me over there.
It is a nice feeling though when you
Yeah.
call somebody.
They know me by name.
You having the cheese pizza with extra sauce again, Mr. Pennington? Oh, they know me.
Yeah. It's just what comes up. This is an angry confession here. It says, my POSX, I think you know what that stands for, who I have a restraining order against, dodges child support like it's the plague, but still gives me money by unknowingly purchasing my soiled underwear from my anonymous social media accounts. Okay.
Huh.
So he won't pay it to you like he should, but you get it back by targeting him for soiled panty scams.
Wow.
There's a lot there.
There is a lot there.
Yeah.
Makes me happy that I'm me.
Yeah?
Well, just because I don't want to deal with that drama.
Gotcha. Okay.
I would be freaked out if I found out one of my exes bought my used panties.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a M. Night Shyamalan twist.
I don't want to deal with any of
Yeah.
that.
Well, I mean, what about for him?
For him,
he's
yeah.
sniffing them, not knowing that that's actually his ex's underwear that he's getting into.
The unknowing party. That's like, what?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Blowing our minds, Ralston.
You did.
Got a text here. It says, my apartment overlooks our parking lot, and sometimes when I'm bored, I will post on Nextdoor that I saw a strange individual going around trying out car door handles to see if they will open. Then within 5 minutes, the parking lot looks like a packed dance floor.
That's why you can't trust anything on social media. You never know who you're talking to.
So he's doing it just to watch people go down there and check their cars?
Apparently, yeah. So
You're not-
he'll post something up, and then he just watches out the windows. People start running outside to check their car doors.
That's so weird.
You're not a serial killer because you're not.
You're not.
But you are on a spectrum of people I don't want anywhere near my life because you're doing things.
It's
just
manipulation.
To see the world burn.
Yeah, it's manipulation. I am now your entertainment.
You work for evil.
You're
Yeah.
bored and you have mental issues.
Yeah.
You're scaring me.
This confession says, every morning I will bring my partner a coffee in bed, and I've done so since the day she first stayed over. She thinks that it's so sweet, but in actuality, I do it because I need to be out of the room for my extra loud morning fart.
Killing two birds with one stone.
Yeah, I mean, we all understand.
Making coffee and
This coffee's delicious, but it smells like ass.
It's got farty taste.
All right. Someone confessed this to us via text. It says, I used to work for a car company that collected and delivered very high-end cars, Mercedes, Porsches, Bentleys, and I always made sure I picked my nose and left a little boogie under every seat. Okay.
Again, you're
Yeah. Watching the world burn. Add a little boogie to these expensive cars.
Were you doing it just to do it? Did it make you feel good and grimy in that weird good way?
I think it's somebody that has something against the rich and they don't have any power. And the only power they have is the moment they get in their car before them, as it's being delivered, they'll wipe a boogie under there because it gives them some sick satisfaction that they've got some kind of power over people who have a lot more money than they do.
Kind of like, don't think about how the hot dog's made. Don't think about how many random strange boogers are in the Uber or Lyft you're taking.
Yeah.
Well, if you put boogers under my seat, they'll at least have company because mine are already there too.
Oh, she leads the league in flicking boogers or putting boogers in the car.
She is. That's what she does. Huh?
I put them on
disgusting.
the floor mat.
It's nothing short of disgusting.
They get vacuumed up.
Okay.
Oh, it's still gnarly, man.
This confession says, one night in a large hotel, I woke up naked, realizing that I'd locked myself out of my room while sleepwalking. I looked around to see a guard running down the hall toward me, so I panicked and banged on the door, hoping that my girlfriend would open it to save me and let me in. It opened. Wasn't my girlfriend. Wasn't my door.
Oh, my.
Okay.
How far did you walk?
Yeah, I guess you don't know when you're sleepwalking. I mean, I'm a lot of times sober and awake, and I can't figure out which one's my room. I'm like, where's my room again?
Amen.
Mm-hmm. How about this? It says, my girlfriend is stunning. She's an Instagram model with 110,000 followers. Every guy wants her, but damn, going anywhere with her is a nightmare. We're constantly having to stop to take a photo or make a cute video for the gram. We take hours to do anything if there's good light.
Oh, this is not going to work out. No, this is heading towards the iceberg, my
It's
friend.
exhausting.
You're dating the Titanic.
Yeah, I think that would be kind of tough. Another person confesses, I grabbed a snack as I rushed out the door to the gym. I gobbled them up in the dark during the drive, and only when I got to the gym did I see the bag and realize I just ate dog treats.
Oh.
You know what? In that cat's defense right there, you can eat a dog treat. There's a great ice cream they make for dogs, and it's quite delicious.
Not too bad, huh?
And they make it to where you could just, it's a goofy dog. Oh, dog eating ice cream. Oh, that's the mascot.
Yeah.
Oh, it's real dog food. Oh, it's not that bad, though.
Okay.
Yeah, I brought some in before.
Huh.
This confession says, my dog used to go to doggy daycare. The place always had this faint smell of dog poo, but the girl who ran it was really hot. And so now I get this weird thing. When I smell dog crap, it kind of turns me on.
Oh, that's bizarre.
That's an odd psychosomatic connection.
You're gonna have to probably maybe look into that.
You need to go to therapy.
You want to go? You want to look within? I wouldn't let that fetish develop.
No, stop it now.
Yes.
And a confession here says, I just won $200 on scratch-off lottery tickets. I have judged this amount to be below the reportable limit needed to inform my wife on, so I will therefore be spending all my winnings on craft beer. Okay.
We don't hate you.
Nah.
You won the money. You spend it where you like.
Is it a lie if you don't say anything?
No, it's not. It's just a little omission, and you played the lotto. She didn't.
That's true. Coming up here in a couple of minutes, we got your whacked out news, but you'll realize a lot of the headlines come from the state of Florida. In fact, it's a very popular thing on the website FARC. We're the only state that has their own little tab, Florida, from all the dumb things that us Floridians do.
Oh, yeah. Anytime you see a national story that's not South Florida driven and it's people from all over the country, they just tear Florida apart.
I know.
Florida, I'm so shocked that everyone's on meth.
Yeah. So what do you think? Because a lot of the other interesting stories, actually, oddly enough, are imported from China. They send us everything, including a lot of whacked out news. So what do you think about here? Is it Florida or is it China? Man suspected of using private plane to draw giant radar penis.
That's definitely America.
You think that's a Florida headline?
Florida.
What do you think, Virginia?
I'm really hoping it's Florida.
Okay. All right, we'll find out here in a second. Is that Florida or China?
If it's crass and it's rude and you go ick, it's probably Florida.
We want the penis, Kevin.
Okay. All right.
Hopefully that's
We're
us.
shaped like one.
Okay.
Yeah, we deserve it.
Coming up, we got some whacked out news for you, the craziest stories of the day. But a lot of those crazy stories are going to be coming from the state of Florida, probably number one in America for whacked out news stories. But I will let you know there's another place where we also get a lot of whacked out news stories, and that is China. They actually do a lot of weird, bizarre things in China. Let me just tell you. So I will tell you a headline from a whacked out news story. You got to tell me if it happened in Florida or China. Okay, Virginia, for you, Florida or China. Man suspected of using private plane to draw giant radar penis.
We hope that we're keeping this penis domestically. I don't want the Chinese to have this penis. I'm going Florida.
You're correct. Yeah.
USA! USA!
That's right.
USA!
That is a Florida story there.
Keeping our penises right here on American soil.
That's right. Jaybird, what do you think about this headline? Florida or China? Man's cheating pigeons win race by taking high-speed train.
Damn.
That is China.
You're going to go China. That is correct. Very nice, Bird.
He trained the pigeons to catch the train?
I guess apparently somehow they went up on a high-speed train. Have to look at the full story.
That is amazing.
How do you
All the
even get to that
details.
point of that thought process?
Well, you know, maybe he had the pigeons with him and he put them on a train and then he got on the other side of where it was supposed to be and then he released the pigeons. Like, hey, look who showed up here. I don't know. We'll have to figure that out for you.
Slippery.
Okay, next up, what do you think about this headline? Virginia, is this Florida or China? Man breaks into home to cook, drink, and do kids' homework. Okay. That's interesting and odd.
That feels like Florida. I'm going Florida.
You're going to say Florida on that?
Oh.
No, that one's in China. Yeah, it's China where that happened.
If someone breaks in someone's house in South Florida, they're not doing math.
Yeah, that's what they do. Crooks actually will break in and do your kids' homework in
They're
China.
not doing homework. They're not doing spelling. They're going to go in there. They're going to probably they actually are going to do something weirder and lay in the bed with somebody.
They're going to do weird things with your pillowcase.
Exactly. You're right.
Mm-hmm. Okay, here we go. Another headline here, Jaybird. Tell me, did this happen in Florida or China? Man tired of waiting at hospital steals ambulance and drives home.
That is definitely South Florida.
That is a Florida one, yeah.
USA!
USA! USA!
Yep, Florida did that. Okay, Bird's got 2, Virginia with 1 here. All right, whacked out news stories. Did this headline happen in Florida or China? Man stabs tourist despite having no arms. Where did that happen, Virginia?
The armless guy was the stabber?
Yes. Wow. What do you think about that?
It's so layered.
Florida or China? Where did that go down?
I'm going to go China.
Gonna go China. You are wrong.
Damn it.
That is Florida. That happened.
I'm blowing it.
Yeah,
Don't be so hard on yourself. We still got time.
you do. Okay, Jaber, what do you think about this? Florida or China? Man says Buddha gives him permission to embezzle.
That seems like it's South Florida. It's a trick one.
That is a trick one?
It is.
Okay, you are wrong. That one is China.
I thought you were doing Kevin trickery.
Yeah, you got too clever.
I did.
Yeah.
Damn it. Gosh.
Jaybird misses his first. All right, back to you, Virginia. Florida or China here. Whacked out news story. Where'd this headline come from? Man pays $30,000 to learn how to save his marriage from the guy who his wife had an affair with.
Dang, that feels Chinese. I think I even heard that before. I'm going China.
You are correct. You're back in the game. That is China.
We're back, baby.
Where that happened. Okay, you're batting 500 now. Okay, Jaybird, what about this headline? Man robs store wearing see-through bag overhead.
Oh, that's Florida.
That is Florida. You know that.
USA.
He used a Ziploc?
Yeah, I think I remember you doing that story.
Yeah, he had a see-through bag that was over his head. Yeah,
That is
not safe.
very Florida.
I mean,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah. Okay, Virginia, last one here. Let's see. We wind up in the positive category here. Florida or China? Man ripped urinal from restaurant bathroom, ran away naked into the woods.
Well, that's a day.
Where did that happen? Was that in
That-
Florida or China?
I mean, there are days and then there are days.
That feels very Florida.
Anytime you're darting into the woods, it does feel Florida.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wait.
we're going Florida.
Florida it is. You are correct.
USA! USA!
All right, you got 3 out of 5 there,
We
Virginia.
are nuts. We are nuts.
All right, Jaybird, this is for the win. Florida or China? Man pauses police chase to rehydrate with stolen juice bag. Claims smoking crack makes him thirsty.
That's South Florida.
That is Florida.
Yay!
Very nice. Bird for the win, 4 out of 5. Not a bad round. You are the winner, my friend.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
Got a bit of an update of the referee that was stabbed in the neck with a spike during a wrestling match. Oh, the referee is now saying that he was paid for this to go down from the wrestler Hannibal. Happened on Saturday, and the ref said that the bit went a little too far when Hannibal actually ended up hurting him badly with the stake that he had. He was supposed to just kind of get him in a chokehold and make it look like he was jamming the stake into his neck when he actually did and severed the guy's aorta, and they had to rush him to the hospital. Yeah, they had to repair an artery.
That happened to me one time. We were doing this thing where we had a big crowd and I was boxing my friend who was dressed up as a chicken. He was supposed to let me kind of, get a couple punches in it and win one of the rounds because it was like a wrestling type of thing. And he heard the crowd, goes off script, and proceeded to beat my ass for 3 minutes. And I go, dude, what happened, man? He's like, I don't know, man. I heard the crowd. I took over.
Turns out wrestling's not fake.
Oh my gosh. I'm like, dude, you went off script.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, beat my butt bad.
Yeah, and the crazy thing about it is this ref does not want to press charges against Hannibal.
Wow.
Yeah.
But World Class Pro Wrestling has said that they are still banning Hannibal from all future events following.
Yeah, you can't put a stake through a guy's neck.
The fact that the ref was in on it, though, Hannibal is not damaged goods. He will be back.
You think so, huh?
Because the ref was in, he went too far. Now, if he just stabbed that guy out of the blue, he's done. But he's doing it for the art, and there are some wrestling people who will give that guy a chance.
Okay, so he's not done.
I don't think he's done.
And would you say he's some kind of wrestling hero because he actually took a spike to a referee's neck?
If the ref
There's real blood.
Yeah, there's some people that are going to respect it. Yes,
okay.
that is true.
All right.
It's still real to me, damn it.
It is. Yeah. That's right. Talk to Hannibal.
That guy loves it.
Oh, yeah. All right, what do you think about this? There was a woman in Jacksonville that admitted to poisoning her longtime boyfriend by spiking his lemonade with antipsychotic medication, and she did it all because he wouldn't stop talking.
I get it.
The 54-year-old woman called the cops after giving the boyfriend just enough of the drug to quiet him down, but less than the regular lethal amount. Then, when the cops showed up on a call, she said, "Yeah, I did it, because he wouldn't shut the F up."
Sometimes you get pushed to your point of breaking.
Yeah, I did it.
You really brought that story to life with that accent.
Yeah, the man was taken to the hospital. He's going to be okay while she was arrested.
He's going to be fine. Let her go.
I like it when they double down. Yes, right, I did it, Dave.
I did it. He wouldn't shut the F up. I get it, girl.
A defendant in a financial fraud case in Houston reportedly punched and attacked a bailiff, prosecutor, and judge.
Damn, punch the judge too?
Yeah, well, what happened was he was denied bond and he just flipped out when the bailiff tried to take him into custody. He reportedly grabbed the female bailiff's hair, took her to the ground, and began punching her.
Oh my gosh.
A prosecutor and the judge then actually subdued the guy, but the bailiff retrieved the stun gun and then shot the guy with it, but they were all three touching and all of them got a jolt.
Oh no.
Yeah, the electricity traveled through all of them.
You can't have your hands on the person you're shocking.
Yeah. So she basically tased a judge.
That's amazing. Please tell me there's video of this going down.
There's got to be, right?
There has to be.
Oh my God. I think the person at the end of the shock gets it the worst.
Yeah, you'd think so. Yeah.
I think that's isn't that how the current works?
Maybe. I don't know, Virginia. Never been tased that way.
Damn, you just tased the judge.
Yeah. Well, police at the Southwest Florida International Airport arrested a traveler that landed in Naples with 24 pounds of marijuana in his luggage.
Woohoo!
Now, he came from Sacramento, California, where recreational marijuana is legal, but it's still illegal to cross state lines with it, just so you know.
God, yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, that amount of weed, It looks a little suspect.
24 pounds, yeah.
It's like a 3-year-old.
That is. That's like Rocco 3 years ago.
Nice math.
Yeah, the drug dogs found 21 vacuum-sealed bags of marijuana.
Dang.
He was going after it.
Oh my gosh, Dennys. Oh, it's Christmas.
Oh, Dennys would be so happy.
I think a lot of people, if you woke up with 25 pounds of marijuana and you're into weed,
It's going to be a good year, right?
you're pretty pumped. Well, if you're into cheese, 25 pounds of cheese is pretty cool.
Yeah. A 44-year-old man robbed a bank in Delaware of $150 last weekend, but before he ran off, he stopped at the ATM outside to deposit the money into his account.
Oh, what a dummy. He only got $150?
Only got $150. He's like, oh, wait, I better put this into my account. So he stopped to do it. Of course, capturing his face on camera, giving them his name, everything that you'd possibly need to find this guy. And of course, he was caught and charged with second-degree robbery.
Oh, y'all, he is so stupid. We should just put him in a mental hospital.
Yeah.
There are
Something's wrong with him.
And I'm not saying he is one of the criminals, but every now and then you will have a criminal in the whacked out news where you kind of go, "Aw,
Oh,
bless his heart."
Yeah, that's it. That's all you can say. There are 2 guys in England that hit the lottery for $5.3 million.
yeah, baby.
But sadly, they're not going to get any of it because they used a stolen debit card number to buy the ticket.
Oh, crap.
No money, and you're in jail.
Wow.
There's a 4-year-old boy in Australia that got a hold of his dad's phone and ordered more than $1,100 worth of gelato on a food delivery app.
I get it. Gelato's delicious.
The dad only knew something was up when the 4-year-old came dancing his way saying, "Something's on the way." What? I got us some gelato.
That's so funny.
$1,100 worth, and thankfully they were able to get a refund. So there you go. There's a U.S. Navy ship that successfully fired a new high-energy laser weapon, destroying a training target. The U.S. and China are definitely trying to amp up their high-tech weaponry. So the U.S. has got a new fancy laser to shoot you with.
You know what that means? UFO sightings, possibly.
Yeah.
Anytime there's weapons, new weapons, stuff like that being tested,
Yeah.
being done,
Yeah.
start to see some UFOs out there.
Mm-hmm.
You guys don't really care.
Yeah, you kind of lost me at UFO.
I mean, she's scrolling, looking at
Yeah.
the internet as I'm talking to her. Not even looking at me.
Not in.
My gosh, you can tell it's the end of the year.
And this is a rather fascinating story. You might want to listen up, Virginia. I know that you have made a little bit of money selling your drawers.
I did. I don't know. I might be out of the business, though.
Why?
It's getting a little creepy.
Flew a little too close to the sun, did you?
Yeah.
Who warned you about that?
You did.
Well-
You told me everything that was going to happen before it happened.
Okay, so this is not something that you're going to be pursuing any longer?
I don't know. Everybody's got their price.
Okay, here's what's going on with her. It's the end of the year. She's very tired. Mama's ready to recharge. When she's back in 2022 and recharge, she's going to be selling her drawers again. I'm
Okay.
telling you.
So we don't need to panic?
No, she just needs to take a 2-week nap.
That is true.
Am I off?
No, you're exactly right. I'm just spent. I'm fried.
In January, you'll hear, "Oh, Kev, some guy wants $800 for my panties, and I'm going to do it, Kev."
Well, listen to this because maybe you should move on because the hot new thing is not panties anymore. Stephanie Motto from the 90 Day Fiancé franchise is now selling her farts in a jar for $100 a toot.
Oh, man, I had that clip in there yesterday. I wish you had the clip because she's talking about it, man.
She's making a bank load of money.
A ton of money on these farts, man.
Yeah, she said that she has made over $90,000 so far.
And I think she even credited herself because she's hot. I don't know who she is.
She's from 90 Day Fiancé.
Is she hot?
Yeah.
She's got a lot of followers. She's not a bad-looking girl. She's a good-looking girl.
Okay. Well, here's what she had to say about it.
Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you a day in the life of a girl who sells her farts in a jar. So I like to get things rolling with some beans, a protein muffin, sometimes even a yogurt. Less sugar is better, some hard-boiled eggs, and today I decided I was going to make myself a protein shake with some yogurt added to it, and I was feeling it for sure. While I wait for those farts to develop, I like to read. I'm very smart, love to read, and then after I'm ready to go, I go ahead and, do my work, do my job. I don't need to show you that, guys, but I like to add in little flower petals. I feel like they attach the scent and make it last longer. And when I'm finally finished with my jar, I like to leave a personalized note. Now, why do people buy my farts in a jar? I honestly think it's because I have a really good personality and also because I'm hot.
Okay,
That
well,
girl
there you
is
go.
the most annoying girl on the planet.
Oh, that's pretty gnarly, huh?
It's all of it's annoying.
I mean, she's cute, but she's not the hottest girl on Instagram.
I'm smart, I'm hot, I fart in a jar. I'm awesome, I'm on TikTok.
Over 90,000.
90,000.
Yeah.
Y'all are part of the problem.
Yeah.
Man, it's a sick world out there. It's sick out there.
Your husband's in here. How do you feel about your wife selling her farts in a jar?
Yeah, can I transfer from panties to fart in a jar?
Yeah, how do you feel about that?
I'd feel really awful for the person who would purchase that.
Yeah. But if they would pay, are you in?
Money's money, baby. Let's talk.
Get a milkshake. You're good to go.
Yes, you would be.
What do you think about this concept of a doggy prenup? Is this a good idea? This email says, my boyfriend and I both want to get a dog. I suggested that we just split the cost down the middle, but he told me that he is going to pay for everything, so in case we ever break up, there won't be any question as to who gets the dog. Plus, he even wants me to sign something that says that he gets to keep the dog if we break up. Basically, it's a doggy prenup. Now, he has always been a very practical and logical guy, and I love that about him, but this time, it's not sitting well with me. To me, this gesture looks like he doesn't think we're going to be staying together. He insists that's not the case. He just wants to look out for the dog. If I don't agree to this, then he says he doesn't want to get one at all. Because I just say that we both get our own dog, but our place is barely big enough for one with the kind of breed that we both agree that we wanted to get. So on one hand, this doesn't mean a thing if we both stay together for the entire life of the dog. But on the other, I did bend to something that I think is insulting. Would you rather agree to those terms or just not get a dog at all? Okay, so he wants to pay for the dog. He wants to have something in writing that if they break up, the dog stays with him. And if it's not going to go that way, he don't want to get a dog at all. So does she agree to the doggy prenup or just say, no, let's not get a dog? Let's not do it. What would you do?
I'll tell you what I would do. Mm-hmm. I would get all this weirdness away from me, and I would say, well, you're making this all weird. I'm going to go buy a dog for myself, and I'm going to keep the dog and take care of the dog, and it's going to be my dog, and whether we break up or not, the dog will be with me. That's what I would do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you would get a dog.
I'm not doing these weird things where I got to sign something. If I want a dog, I want to make sure I know that dog is going to be in my life until that dog goes to the grave or the urn.
Yeah, why don't you both get your own dog?
Get your own dog.
Well, she's saying that our place is barely big enough for one with the kind of breed we want to get, much less two.
They both are kind of annoying. I think I would get my own dog is what I would do.
Yeah, I think if he buys the dog and he pays for everything, that's his dog. So you should go get two small dogs.
I don't like things with stipulations and not knowing, but that's just how I'm kind of built. And I've been single for a long time, so this is a couple type of thing. I just know if someone was coming at me with all these weird kind of stipulations, I'd go, all right, whatever. I'm buying my own dog, and I'll be dealing with that.
And you'd break up with him.
Well, yeah, I'm out.
I think you got to figure out what you want more, a dog or this relationship. Because I think you're at one of these kind of ventures where I don't know if I like you doing his suggestion and signing the doggy prenup, but we'll get everybody's thoughts on this. I'll have Suits put up a KVJ TV poll. Would you sign the doggy prenup? I don't know that I would do that. Would you go out and just get your own dog and screw it? I think that he might get so upset that he's like, forget it, and you wind up breaking up over that move.
But then things work themselves out that way, you know?
Yeah,
what I mean?
and that's where I think the question is, what do you want more, a dog or this relationship?
Trust me.
Because I think that's where you are.
Take the dog. The relationship, overrated. Take the dog.
Or just don't get a dog. Forget about this concept because you can't agree on it. Stay in your relationship.
That's the thing.
I think that's the only 3 options. So you have to ask yourself in your heart of hearts, what do you want more in your life, a dog or this dude?
I don't want an annoying relationship. I'll take the dog.
Okay, you're going to go with the dog, get rid of the dude. All right, what are your thoughts? KVJ TV, you can sound off on that poll or you can call or text us. You know, the one thing people do agree on here, whether it be the doggy prenup or not, is it is a good discussion to at least have. If you're in a relationship and you get a dog, you need to discuss, okay, hey, if we don't stay together, who gets the dog?
Yes, because I have been in a situation where I was living with a roommate. We both kind of took care of the dog, and when we went our separate ways, they took the dog. And it wasn't anything malice. It was just was heartbreaking.
Yeah. We got the web poll that is going on right now at KVJ TV. Would you sign the doggy prenup? 65% of the people said no. 35% said that they would go on ahead and sign the doggy prenup because it looks like the terms that your boyfriend has where he's going to pay for the dog, it's going to be his. You need to sign a prenup. You only have enough room, apparently, in your apartment for just one dog. Somebody's saying just cram 2 dogs in there.
That's what
and
I...
just deal with it.
Yeah, get smaller dogs.
And then
you don't
each have your
to
own
get
dog.
A big breed.
Yeah. So
he's doing a prenup, and he wants to follow the rules of the apartment. All right, this guy's very annoying.
Yeah. Let me see. Yeah. Any other thoughts on that? We got people in the chat room that are sounding off too on what they do. And somebody thinks that paperwork is overkill. It is awkward in just a dating relationship. And would it even stand up in court? I see why you might want to do it, saying, hey, look, because I could see somebody say, I never agreed to that, because a breakup can get nasty.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm just kind of curious, would a doggy prenup, if you just drew it up yourselves, does that have any kind of legal weight? Or would a judge be like, no, I don't think so?
Yeah, I just would always buy my own dog and take care. I like doing my own thing where I don't have to be attached to any, because when you're attached to something, not to sound like a cold-hearted snake here, it brings in more there's all this stuff you have to deal with now. We're talking about a dog that I'm going to love, and now I have to go to bed every night knowing, oh, if she doesn't want to whatever... in 3 years, I don't like going to bed like that.
Well, because I don't think that the doggy visitation after you break up.
It's terrible.
You know, it's tough with kids. Imagine doing with a dog, and I know some people try to do that. That's their solution. Is okay. Well, you get the dog every other weekend, and
that almost makes it even more heartbreaking.
Right. That makes your breakup worse.
It drags it out.
Well, the dog is probably, it's like, wait, where am I going now? What's going on?
And the dog doesn't deserve that kind of custody battle.
Yeah, I hear you. So it is, I think, something you definitely should talk about. I know in your romantic interest, you think there's no way we're ever going to break up, but if you're getting a dog, definitely establish who gets it afterwards.
A dog divorce.
That's a good one.
Oh, thanks. Oh.
Talking about the doggy prenup email that we got a lot of comments that people have sent to us. Somebody said, yeah, I went through this with a dog. I bought one when he told me not to, and when we broke up, he tried to take the dog from me 8 years later. In the eyes of the law, dogs are property, so whoever owns the dog will get to keep the dog after the separation.
Oh, look at this.
Is how it goes.
Keep your receipt.
Yeah, somebody said that, I have 2 friends who are going through the battle right now with their breakup and their beloved dog. It's been a battle, and it's turned legal, and one of them is holding the dog ransom.
Wow.
And they also say the 2-dog idea is not a good one. Those puppies will form a bond with each other to only be ripped apart one day. When a breakup does happen, this couple just needs to split up now, they say.
I second that.
And somebody said, yeah, my friend is an attorney, and if you did draw up a doggy prenup, it would stand up in court as long as it is notarized.
Objection, you're Kevin.
Well, I don't know if you know this, but Panda is a notary.
He is, okay.
Yeah.
He is?
If you ever need anything notarized, call Panda.
I do need annoying things notarized. Every so often on a blue moon, I need a notary. And
For his work, he had to do it and had to go take a whole class and sign all kind of stuff and promise to not be shady and all that.
It sounds quite boring. And
Sounds terrible.
He has to make that promise married to you?
We on the up and up. What you talking about?
Why are you laughing like Spicoli today?
I don't know. I'm just tired.
Did you notice her laugh?
You're just tired, huh? What are you tired from?
Tired,
Virginia?
and I drank about a cup of Kahlua.
Well, that might explain.
I
why
told you, I've been putting Kahlua in my coffee all week, and that's how I'm getting through it.
So what are you getting through? Is it giving you energy, or what exactly? Why are you drinking during the show, Virginia?
Yeah, it gives me pep in my step.
It does. I thought you said you were tired.
Right, I'm tired, so I need the Kahlua to wake me up with the coffee, with the caffeine.
Well, I'm just saying, I notice a difference in your laugh, and it's getting to the point where everyone's noticing it. I have to say something.
I don't know what to tell you.
You have a stoner laugh.
I'm exhausted.
What is this? Just holiday festivities running you down?
What's going on, Mama? Let's crack open this nut and see what the hell is going on with you.
I'm just tired. I feel like I've been burning the candle at both ends.
Oh,
Okay.
you said candle, and look at that. Kevin's got a candle bit coming up.
Yeah.
She's tired, but she still knows how to do good radio.
So is it all festive holiday stuff? Is that what's going on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sure you're not alone. I know a lot of people are tired, Virginia.
Are you sad?
I'm not sad. I'm just I've signed on for too much.
You're numb.
I'm numb, and I've agreed to do too much, and then. You know, we had a terrible meeting yesterday here at work that just had me all twisted and pissed for hours.
It stayed with you, huh?
It did. It stuck with me for a long time. I was continuing to talk to myself, and I was cursing. And Rocco said to me last night, "Mom, who are you cursing at?" Because I was just in the kitchen
Just
by
in there
myself.
just swearing, huh?
Just swearing.
It sounds like when I go shopping in Publix by myself. Bird, who are you talking to? Oh, I'm by myself.
Myself.
It's all good, Mama. You're almost at the finish line.
We almost made it.
Okay. Yeah, you're getting there. Just one more day, Virginia.
All right. And it looks like we need some more Kahlua, too.
Yeah, no doubt.
Oh, I drank the whole bottle. It's gone.
I kind of am a little jealous, I'm not going to lie.
I know, right? She's already just enjoying herself. A little coffee and Kahlua. Having a great little Thursday. All right, I got some random questions here for you. If you were a Yankee Candle, what would you smell like? What would you smell like?
Coffee and Kahlua.
Coffee and Kahlua for Virginia. Pizza.
You forgot my name?
No, I was going to call you a name. A fun name, but I don't know. I was going to go either a pizza or apple pie. They make an apple pie candle.
Yours has to be food, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
The apple pie one does make you want to eat apple pie. You go to bed 10:30 at night. Mm-hmm. First of all, you should blow out your candle before you go to bed, but it does. It makes you want to eat at nighttime.
Okay. All right. Joseph said Virginia's Yankee Candle smell would be exotic farts.
Oh.
Okay.
Can't say exotic.
Yeah, you're right. It's offensive. I don't know. I think my Yankee Candle, it would smell like nothing.
Oh, damn.
Does it smell? No, it's just, there's
No,
nothing.
It would smell like soap.
Okay.
You smell fresh and clean.
Fresh and clean. No,
Yes.
I'll tell you what it would smell like. Grit and hard work.
Oh, look
That's
at
what it
that.
would smell like.
Yeah, blood, sweat, and tears.
The grit candle.
That's right. That's right. Okay, you get one present from Santa with up to a $500 value. What would you want? It's only one item.
Ooh.
Up to a $500 value.
And this is something that can be just. It doesn't have to be adult stuff. It's kind of you want to blow it on something fun, right?
Yeah, I think so. $500 value.
I've been looking online. There's a website called The Real Real.
Okay.
And there's quite a few that are like that, but they sell like old vintage Louis Vuitton travel bags. I've been eyeballing those, and I don't know if I can get one for $500, but I could try.
Okay.
I think I would get what Dennys has. He's got those. They're the replica. They redid them, but they're the stand-up video game systems.
Oh, yeah.
I want to get a couple for my back room area. The game room.
Will those be $500?
You can get them between $500 and $700, depending on what games you're getting. I think a Pac-Man runs on the lower end. Am I right, Sweet Dennys? They come out with a new bunch of them every 4 or 5 months. And
Yeah.
I think they just came out with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Okay.
You have the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle video game stand-up at your house. You're the talk of the neighborhood.
You've made it.
You've made it.
Okay. I was going to say a football ticket, but the football ticket I want right now is an Orange Bowl ticket, and those are going for $600 a piece. So I think I've actually tapped out the $500 value.
Damn.
I know. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I'm looking at even the cheapest ticket, $600, Virginia.
Is Ohio in that?
No, they're not. It's Georgia and Michigan in that one. Yeah, Ohio State is going to the Rose Bowl.
So
Which
wait.
I would take that ticket.
Is this cheating the game if Dennys said he wants $500 worth of weed?
No.
I mean, that's pretty,
That's pretty
Yeah,
good.
that's real good.
Yeah, I mean, because like $500 in craft beer or vodka or
500
wine, that doesn't suck.
$500 in craft beer. Do you really get that big of a bang for your buck with that?
Yeah, you could get a lot of beer for that.
Oh, yeah, you would.
High-end champagne, like I would get, you wouldn't get that much.
Well, I meant to ask you when I was buying champagne for you, I was trying to figure out what was not classy enough and what was way too classy because it was quite confusing. There was so many different price points.
If you're buying from me, you just have to remember to buy dry, extra dry, like a brut champagne.
All right.
And you
Brut will be easy to remember.
can spend like $20 and still get a great brut champagne. I wouldn't spend more than $70.
Because is it one of those things, if you spend more than $70, are you really kind of just peeing in the wind? It's really not that big of a difference.
Yeah, I think there's a certain point where you can't really tell the difference. I can't.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. All right. What about this? Another random question. Do you open your stockings before or after the presents? And does everybody here still do stockings? Or is that just something that's getting phased out of American Christmases?
We do stockings. Usually the kids forget about them until after they've opened everything up, and then they get all excited. Oh, we forgot our stocking!
It seems to be a good thing after the fact.
Yeah.
You might say, oh, it's an appetizer, but now it's kind of like at the end where you're like, oh, the presents are going to, oh, I still got my stocking. It's still something fun. It kind of brings you down from the high of great Christmas gifts.
Yeah, the Penningtons were notoriously known for not putting the best presents in the stocking. That's where you got your bars of soap and cheap-ass razors where it would draw blood.
Yeah.
And then it was the low-budget razors with one blade on it.
Yes, right. It was all crooked and
Yes.
chipped. Yeah, it's not a good one. Where do you put your stockings?
So Rocco's and Magnolia's is hanging up in her room because we did a whole Christmas decor in her
Okay,
room. She has her
yeah.
own tree. They don't even know. My kids don't know this, but I put some stuff ahead of time in their stockings.
So now
there's stuff there before even Santa comes. If they
Ooh,
look in
okay.
there, which they don't,
Yeah.
they never look, but there's already stuff in there.
Yeah, my parents, they started slipping as we got a little older.
Yeah.
They would, before
Got sloppy.
before Santa would get there, because of course he would come there Christmas Eve, but they would wrap presents weeks before.
Yeah.
And there's a trick you can do with a butter knife. You can slice open that tape, take out to see what it is, and then tape it right back. They'll
Tape it right
never
back.
know.
Yeah.
And the year I did that, it kind of ruined the Christmas. I knew everything.
The surprise is gone.
The surprise was gone, and that really is a big part of Christmas.
When you know you're getting a cheap razor ahead of time.
Yes, exactly.
Ruins all the joy. Well, we got the last KVJ draft up. It is for cookies. We have not yet drafted out cookies, your favorite ones. You can go to our Facebook page or our Instagram, and you can see who voted for what. I had the Oreo double stuff, Nutter Butter, and the Pepperidge Farm white chocolate chip. And somebody had said, I think it's called something else. I know what Kevin was talking about. It's a macadamia nut kind of like thing, so maybe I named it wrong, but that was the thought. Virginia went with the Subway macadamia nut, Crumbles milk chocolate chip cookies, the Girl Scout peanut butter sandwich. That's her three.
I don't hate the witch's list.
It's pretty solid.
Thank you.
And I don't hate your list either, Kev. There's a couple missteps, I think, but
Okay. Double stuff, not a fan of that?
I don't hate double stuff. You had one in there. I think it's the
Nutter butter?
No, I love that. I think the Pepperidge Farm.
Oh, okay. Suits went with Publix chocolate chip cookies, frosted sugar cookies, and the golden Oreos. Dennys went with the Samoas, Keebler fudge stripes, and Annie's oatmeal raisin.
It ain't gonna do it, Suits.
That was Dennys, right?
Oh, it was Dennys?
Yeah.
That ain't gonna do it.
And then you've got Jaber with Doubletree chocolate chip, peanut butter tagalongs, and Jersey Mike's snickerdoodle.
Oh, I wish I had them all right now.
I've never had their snickerdoodle.
Oh, it is moist. You break it, and it's real chewy like.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I love them when they're slightly undercooked.
I love it undercooked. I like an undercooked cookie, and every now and then I like an undercooked frozen pizza.
Ugh.
I do. I said it. I stand by my word.
You eat dough?
I love dough.
He does love dough. All right, if you want to go vote, it's on Facebook and Instagram. We'll announce the winner tomorrow morning at 7:40 a.m. So what were you doing at the age of 12? Well, if you're Salsan Ahmed, you just graduated from Broward College.
Dang.
It's kind of annoying.
You're doing too much, kid.
At 12 years old, she's received her associate's degree with a concentration in biological science. She got her high school diploma this May. So she's done with high school, done with an associate's degree, and apparently has been taking these college classes for years. And so at the age of 12 now, she is going to be heading off to the University of Florida for her bachelor's degree, and she plans to study microbiology and cell science. Could you imagine going to college at the age of 12?
No.
That's crazy, isn't it?
You're not mentally prepared for university.
That's what people who can't do that say. That kid's crushing it. That kid's set up for life, whatever. If you can do it, go for it. If you're able to do it to where you're not going to, be all weird from your parents putting pressure on you, and you're into this.
If she's self-driven and she's done all this.
Absolutely. You're beating life. You're winning.
All right. I hope you don't look back and go, man, I missed all those things like senior prom and doing all those things that you do when you're a high school senior and then going to college with all my classmates and that whole experience.
Went to junior prom, went to senior prom. Both terrible. Went to college. Overrated. Kid, you're doing it right.
What would you take? Would you take those experiences all over again? Or at the age of 18, you have all the freedom in the world and you're making six figures?
That right there. In a Hart, Texas minute.
You're grounded, educated, have a solid job, and now you're still 3 years from being legally eligible to drink, but you make money and you got everything going for you.
Yeah, dude, I went to community colleges and the FAU. Nothing against those schools. I didn't really have the... Yeah. I'm not missing much. I'm fine. I already missed the college experience.
Right, and you didn't graduate making a six-figure gig at the age of 18.
Exactly. Give me that setup.
Yeah.
Nah, that university experience after graduating high school and going off with my classmates to college, that's you can't put a price tag on that. I loved it.
You still talk to a lot of your college friends?
I do. I still talk to my college roommate.
I talked to some, the guys I played baseball with, people that I went to FAU with, no, never. And I was at one point sort of close with them, never talked to them, but baseball guys, yeah.
I think I would trade all that away. Just 18, having that kind of gig. Done with school.
The wish is wrong.
Okay. We'll just agree on that.
It's a personal choice.
Somebody else said text in, they were reading up on this 12-year-old girl, Salsan Ahmed, who graduated from Broward College. That's headed off to UF to get her bachelor's degree already at the age of 12. She said, I was reading up on her, and she wants to develop artificial technology to detect cancer. This girl's going to save the world.
Wow.
But Virginia wants her to, go rush
Take
for a
her
sorority.
time, yeah. Go to
Alpha,
LSU. Couple
Kappa,
night games.
Lambda.
Yeah, she definitely should be a tri-delt.
Yeah, she wants her to become a lambda.
Different strokes for different folks. No one was asking me to invent cures for cancer.
Yeah, it didn't happen, huh? All right, Bird, if you would wrap us all up here with your thought for the day before we get to the After the Show podcast.
Oh, man.
That's the thought?
Oh, man. Understand. The plan. Hold on.
Oh, that's enough.
Okay, here we go. A cookie a day keeps the sadness away. An entire jar of cookies a day brings it back.
What?
Love each other and eat cookies. I was trying
Did you start drinking?
No, that's the problem.
Okay, who here is actually sober?
Not me.
Anyone?
I tried to do a cookie thought.
Anyone?
We were talking cookies.
The KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.